Ashes of Creation Alpha 2 Freehold update. My question at this point, obviously, with Ashes of Creation is, when is it coming? Well, not the game launch, but like, when is Alpha 2 coming out? You know, like, I feel like 2023 and 2020, I just feel like the end of 2023 is just not a good time to come out with Alpha 2, despite it being ready or not, because there's so many games coming out. So maybe they have no choice until 2024, but maybe I'm on copium. Do I know about the drama around this? No, but please tell me, indulge me. Okay, Freehold update.
And Bucky, I think you were talking a little bit about a freehold that you have nearby.
This is like housing
here, where we're
for Ashes of Creation.
Participate in some of your. What do you got on that freehold? What are you doing over there?
So we got a lot of farming stuff, mainly is what we're focusing on, but we also have a artisan building as well.
Oh, nice.
As a forge station, because we got some good mining opportunities out here.
Okay, so. Very cool. And I see you kind of are close to these ruins with your freehold, I guess. Is there any happening spots around this area for you guys?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we got copyright
some mod packs around here. Players are coming through here a lot.
By watching this video?
Yeah, it's nice resource here. We got some alacanite.
Is that why you formed your freehold near this precious resource? Talk to me a little bit about...
That's a pretty cool looking resource node.
This resource. Corey and or Mike?
Oh yeah, that's so this is halcyanite. It's a kind of a mid-tier journeyman gem.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just sort of something you would use in weapons and for decorations, nice. Jewelry. So it's pretty sought after for a lot of crafts. So it's pretty valuable.
I love just its look. I mean, it adds a really kind of magical blues to this area. Wow, this is a beautiful... Now, Bucky, I know why you made your freehold here. This is a beautiful view.
Okay.
Yep, just another beautiful day in Vera.
Oh my gosh. Do you ever get, like, afraid of heights here? I mean, this is kind of crazy. I think, actually, I might have something that could help you with this. Hold on. Let me see. I can just bring it up here.
I wonder what the fall damage is like in Ashes of Creation.
You're more than welcome.
Yo, what the hell?
Beautiful, perfect. Oh, yeah. It's even on theme for the fall weather.
I know, exactly. It's a drake of the canopy.
It's like an autumn leaf.
Perfect.
Yeah, if you ever want to take him for a spin, just let me know.
Okay.
All right, but yeah, there you go. Actually, I'll put him away. He's kind of afraid of heights himself.
Oh.
So I can mine this. So I've maxed out my artisanship levels through a little bit of a cheat, but if you have the tools and... Oops, do I have the tools? Okay, guys, you're seeing a little bit of a preview of some of the work in progress UI with the artisanship windows, and obviously you have a number of tools here that are possible. This UI, of course, is getting completely revamped. This is just kind of the wireframing for it. But talk to me a little bit about the tool setup. Why is it important?
What do you think this game's going to come out?
How do tools aid
2020,
you in
2030
your
probably,
gathering adventures?
2030.
Yeah, so each gathering profession will have 3 tools. The tools kind of come online as you progress through the profession, and the different resource types for each one of the profession may require different tools. So you basically want to carry around the right tool for the job.
All right.
And tools along with artisanship gear will have stats on it, so you can itemize towards how you want to gather, how fast you want to gather. Yeah.
Oh, it looks great. I love the the destruction of the actual, like, is it halcyanite? Halcanite? What is
Halcyanite.
Halcyanite.
Yeah, halcyanite. Yeah, I mean,
they're all saying like different pronunciations.
Trees, right? So we're trying to get
alpha is next year before test 6.
That the trees bring with our other gatherables.
Yeah, it's looking great.
Now, where is your freehold?
It's just over this hill here, off to the left of the path. I think you might be able to see my the house there with the chimney smoke as well.
So this is like open world.
Yeah,
Freehold.
Good. How do we let's get over there a little bit faster. Maybe we can.
Oh yeah.
What do we got? Oh, I don't think people have seen the Lightfoot yet.
Becca.
What?
Look, you can ride rabbits. Yeah, that's a bunny.
You don't even like rabbits.
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh I like rabbits.
Let's bring him out.
They can ride
Oh,
rabbits
look at
or
him.
bunnies, I
How
guess.
cool is that? Oh, he looks so good.
Looks delicious.
I love the eyes. Super cool. Do we know who did this one? Was this Jinsey?
I think it was
I believe
Jinsey,
it was a Jinsey, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, it
this
hops.
guy's fast.
Yeah, it's high speed.
Oh, that's cute.
It is a rabbit after all, you know.
It's so cool. Wait, we got to slow it down a little bit. I can't approach at such fast pace to your freehold. That would be disrespectful. I apologize.
Yes,
Here
thank
we
you.
go.
Don't trample my plants, please. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. This is great.
The horde of rabbits.
So, what have you geared? It looks like, I mean, you don't have a lot of buildings on the freehold for yours, Bucky. Is that because you're kind of trying to utilize the land for farming and I know, of course, you are Dr. Bucky, so the animal husbandry system and like
That's
livestock.
right. That's exactly right. Yeah. So I sacrificed some of the space I could have used for buildings to just have more farm space, basically. So as you can see here, we got some, we got some sheeps, we got some cows and pigs, and we got some chickens back there, and we have a lot of space for different farmables. So we have wheat here, corn, and then the tomatoes over there as well.
Oh, this looks great. So now, Mike, when we're talking about, these types of farmable spaces, obviously, as we discussed previously,
got cows.
The customization options for your freehold,
housing with a purpose.
are really up to you and what you want to delve into on the processing side of things and how you want to use the space. But players who want to participate in the farming, talk to me a little bit about that system.
I love the idea
the intent
of
excuse me, to
a
provide
house
open
where you can
area
grow
space
resources
for
and
people to
stuff.
utilize just growing different crop rotations and
And how
livestock,
housing
and how does that feed
could be
the general processing
involved
system?
with open
so
world
the farming is going to generally
PvP or
focus
like
on
the status
crops
of
like
the
this,
world.
and then dealing with livestock.
So you have
over
an
there,
investment
like that.
in guarding your
But
house
Generally, what you want to do is
or affecting the
gather some
world
seeds
to
from
guard
either
your house
vendor
or property.
Or in the world, you can gather or find some seeds on the open content, and you're going to come to your freehold, plant them, and then depending on what kind of processing level you have and what kind of processing stations or buildings you might have, you might grow crops like a little faster, produce like better crop rotations, and just generally farm things that's unique to farming produce, like compared to in the open world.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I just got a bunch of wheat. By the way, I apologize, Bucky, on stealing your wheat. But
no, go for it. I got plenty. It's harvest season. We got a big crop coming. I need some help getting all the harvest done.
What is that? Corn?
Super cool.
Corn.
Yeah, another cool thing about farming too, since it has the livestock, is that it kind of feeds directly into hunting and synergizes with animal husbandry. So if you're interested in
can the houses be raided and
destroyed?
Animals,
farmers will have a use for them.
We'll see.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, animal husbandry has multiple lanes of ways to breed and specialize your creatures, and mounts and pets are one of the more popular ones, and then obviously livestock as well. So not only can you breed your animals for traits such as like movement speed and health and different combat stats, but you also be able to breed them for desirable traits like fertility, increased harvesting yield, and even increased yield from butchering.
What are you guys doing? Oh my god, that is awesome.
This is
leave our eggs alone.
Makes them more comfortable with you taking their eggs away. So
leave our eggs alone.
Morale.
Yeah, they won't peck us if we come with their.
Okay. It's like fable stuff.
Very nice. I just got some eggs. Okay, now, one of the other things that we wanted to obviously collect player feedback on, and I'm going to open up the inventory just to kind of take a look at the materials resource bag. Talk to me a little bit about how we are implementing resources differently from your general item inventory.
Oh.
So we're taking an approach from other games, but the idea of resources is gonna have somewhat of a slot-based.
Diablo.
Instead of having a slot-based like traditional MMO, we're gonna look for like a Tetris kind of idea of having different shapes and different stack sizes, kind of like that, to make some interesting choices out in the world.
Pigs.
Where you have to do inventory management and have a pick and choose depending on like what you have available, what kind of bags you have.
Now I seem to have kind of run out of space. Maybe I can grab. Do you have any?
Oh yeah, if you want, you can come put some stuff in the chest in the house, or your bags.
Storage.
Yeah, no, I only have one bag. It's called a Sanctus Resource bag.
Oh yeah, I got some extra bags for you. Actually, you could take some from my chest.
Oh, this is a nicely decorated home here.
Thank
you have the.
This looks nice.
You have the. Oh man, I can't remember what we called this, but this was for the pandemic. Everyone who I think registered prior to a certain date during the pandemic, Margaret will know. We granted this item to people, or will be granted to people. That's cool. It's modeled. Look at that. I think Ryan Richmond actually did the modeling for that, and then John.
This is gonna give
Waynick
ESO Housing a run for its money.
Cool. That looks awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Where's the chest I can grab?
Right here by the fireplace.
Oh, okay, sweet. Let me see here. Materials. Oh, okay. All right. So, what do I do here? Just grab this.
You can just take them all and swap it out, I think.
I'll equip them.
Oh.
Okay, cool. I have some. Now, this is obviously work in progress UI. This is not the final UI, but this kind of demonstrates the functionality.
This is Ashes of Creation Alpha 2 update.
Let me go over here. What can I do with these sheep?
You can harvest them for wool. Shear them.
We can shear them? What?
This is not going to hurt them, is it?
No.
No. Okay.
You do a good job.
Oh, pretty sheep.
Is a non-destructive
pretty sheep.
Oh, you're petting the sheep. You can pet the animals.
Your wool.
Yeah.
Oh,
what?
It gave me some
That's not how you
wool,
shear.
Now it's naked. That's so sad.
Oh, it is naked.
It'll grow back.
Oh, how? So talk. Perfect. That's a good point. So it'll grow back. Talk to me a little bit about kind of, the intent behind the livestock here and the crops as well. Like you're planting and you're placing these livestock
the farming house
on farmable.
We can have our own little farm with cows and pigs.
And then over time they
some
mature
goats,
and
some
become
chickens.
processable, or how does that work?
Bunny mounts.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much exactly it. Certain things, like for the crops, for example, you need to acquire seeds first, which can be acquired through a number of ways. But once you plant them, you'll have to water them and care for them, and then after a certain point, depending on the crop itself,
is he trying to look at the cow's belly?
You can harvest them, and then you can replant them at that point. And then for animals, different animals have different, sort of byproducts they can get. Like, so for example, from the cow, you can milk them and get some
milk cows,
fresh milk.
What?
But they have horns. Are these the right cows?
Oh, there's udders. There's udders down there.
Oh, okay.
There's udders.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Oh,
I got like a little stool.
That's crazy.
That's rapid-paced milking.
That is also. I feel like a bit too fast for milking cows. What the?
Hold on, let me make sure I got the milk. Oh, we did get the milk.
Huh.
Down here. Pull some corn down
And
as well.
Do some reorganization there.
Yeah, kind of just reorganizing things.
Another sort of interesting thing that you'll see with livestock and other types of things that you can gather is you'll be able to kind of choose the things that you want to gather from it, right? Bucky had mentioned animal byproducts,
You'll be
right?
utterly disgusting.
Milk is a byproduct of a cow, and
PVX environment.
so is
This is gonna be a
beef.
crazy game.
It's up to you, kind of how and when you want to harvest your livestock in certain ways, and same with plants. Maybe you want to, take the corn, and maybe you want to cut down the entire
What are they using the pigs for?
corn plant.
I don't know.
For their crops, and
Milk
there's
them,
different
maybe
byproducts.
he'll milk pig.
You don't milk pigs.
Do pigs have nipples?
Yes, but you don't milk
All right,
pigs.
time to milk. Sorry, this was here.
Depending on how you interact.
So what do you
with
do
that
with
cow.
pigs besides
Now this is going
slaughter
to be
them?
You only eat
another
them.
point of good player feedback. So
Okay.
one, we kind of talked to you and showed
gonna
you
eat
guys
the
a little
pig,
bit
I
of the systems for planting crops on your freehold.
Like other than the people that
for,
have pigs for pets, that's
raising
the only reason
livestock,
people
collecting
raise
resources
pigs.
from them.
Or
This
show pigs,
and
but
then
even the
the
show pigs
Tetris
eventually
inventory
go to
type
slaughter.
system But this one is more game philosophy / immersion, right? And what you're going to see now, I think, for those of you who are a bit squeamish,
he's gonna kill
if
it.
you want to turn away, understandable.
No.
But we're gonna get some
bacon.
leather.
Oh, they're turning away in the game.
What else from this guy?
Meat.
How does it look? What does it look like when you harvest the pig?
Whatever you'd expect from a pig.
Yep. Bacon.
Well, all right.
It has babies.
You had a good long life.
Oh, you're just petting it.
You did have a good long life.
Happy life on the farm, and now.
Oh God, go to sleep.
What?
Now.
Oh, we got the hide meat. But it's. Oh, that's sad. Is it? It's just sleeping.
Sure. What the?
Yeah,
for sure. It's sleeping.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Bruh.
Let's go. Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Oh.
Sorry, little piglets.
Oh no, not the piglets.
Okay.
No.
We'll take good care of you.
No, let them live a little bit of a life.
One day you'll become big, and then we'll.
Oh my God.
So,
we're
guys,
doing a pig
that's
farm.
A great point of player feedback.
Pig
Talk to us
warehouse
a little bit
farm.
about how real / immersive do you want it to be, or do you prefer that perhaps the pigs don't die, but rather they just go to sleep?
What?
That's a good question, I think, for a lot of people to give their thoughts on.
It was a virtual pig. It was a virtual
we
pig.
Have, I'm seeing over here, there's another building. Obviously, we have the home here. We went inside a little bit. This other building, talk to me a little bit about that. We talked a little bit in the presentation about the profession buildings and then giving access to
that's a farmer's building. All right.
What do we have here?
So this is the artisan building that we talked about, and then these give general benefits to the freehold. It could be profession specific, it could be just general specific, but it also gives you like access to putting down stations like this. So this would be the metalworking station.
Oh, nice. Okay. And I see that this station's pretty intensive, and that's, I think, something we're going to be showing in a future stream, which is all about the crafting process and the recipe acquisition and the tools, but also
so there's 5 parts to this station.
A gameplay layer that Corey, Mike, you guys have been working on with crafting in the future that we're going to show. But this one's all about processing. And talk to me a little bit about. We talked a little bit about what it takes to go into the fuel, to prep the station, to do the processed goods, and then kind of leaving and letting that process over time. Do you expect that players are going to want to like fully kit out their freeholds with the profession building so they have access to all the stations? What would be the benefit of that?
I think so, right? Like, if players are really interested in investing in processing, right? Freeholds are supposed to kind of give the players the furthest reach up to the highest tiers of processing. So, if you want to, allocate most of your space in your freehold for, processing buildings, processing stations, you could create like kind of your own processing plant or factory. And really sort of have a stranglehold on a market or particular goods. So the freehold is supposed to be free space for players to kind of do whatever they'd like, decorate housing, have businesses, or create a processing empire. So
cool, very cool. Well, I did get some supplies. Whoops, I did get some supplies. Bucky, do you want me to like put this in the chest or anything, or?
Yeah, you can just empty out and store it here in my chest for now, so you can go out.
Tomatoes?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to harvest these.
Oh. Let's see. Get some other ones here. Very nice. Aw, some more exploded. Oh no.
Well, you got some at least, right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we're good. All right, let me go.
Oh, that's a pretty cool. I'm assuming because his level isn't, I guess, high enough maybe for harvesting. He ruined some tomatoes.
I actually did get the tomatoes.
Probably got a full bag at this point almost.
Did I? Oh, I did get some tomatoes. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm gonna go put this right here. I'm gonna go put this in for you. Now, you've obviously done a great job with the decorations here on the furniture, and we don't intend furniture to obviously just be visual aspect of the interior, but functional as well. Talk to me a little bit about
functional
that.
furniture.
Yeah, so obviously we've seen here the chest, right? The chest is a placeable furniture prop that actually increases the storage capacity of your freehold property. But we're going to have a variety of other functional furnitures, like besides just even the artisanship stations. So for example, we have a bed over here, which you'll be able to sleep in as well, get some rest experience perhaps. Also, we'll have chairs. Those are just like kind of cosmetic.
The way he's organizing this,
yeah,
it's kind of triggering me a little bit.
Prop items as well that will have actual gameplay uses.
Nice. That's awesome.
Why is he placing it like this?
Let's see. I'm just putting all this stuff into your storage chest, so you have it.
Huh.
Nice. Free labor.
I see you have some pictures in here as well.
Yep. That's the picture I commissioned to myself. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, is this it? Is that you?
Yes.
It is actual Bucky.
What?
Me in armor.
It's actual Bucky. That is so great.
I think this is your favorite, Steven.
Yes,
Yeah.
the sandals.
The sandals.
Oh, that's
Classic.
so awesome. That is super cool. Now, obviously, players that we talked a little bit about businesses and how players can kind of stand up different taverns and whatnot. And Bucky, you had stated like one of the reasons why you wanted to have your freehold here in this location was because of some of the access to the rare resources. But there's also some interesting hunting grounds nearby. And, one of the things that is interesting about the freehold system is that it's not just architected for processing, but it can also be a profitable location based on where and what you're providing other players access to from a drink and food tavern perspective, right?
Yeah, we mentioned it before, like there's business types of buildings that you can build. Some of these could be very regional.
Can you rob houses though?
Like if there was a hunting ground nearby
that'd be pretty cool.
Populated, we could set up a tavern, sell like food buffs and drinks. That is really good for.
I'm gonna assume there's some parameters for being able to rob people's houses.
Loot chance or something like that. Whatever that may increase some kind of a benefit to the player. That is good business. Like I said, would be set up here where you could just take advantage of the populated player area.
That's awesome. That's super cool.
Just like ruin that tree.
I love it. And you were saying, obviously having access to an open world where you're not necessarily restricted to the locations that you can place these freeholds, but allowing the players to kind of place them
I remember the
themselves.
wiki saying if the node is under attack and taken over, the freeholds are also lost.
We are going to block out certain areas that
and that's why that's what I was talking about earlier, like how involved players have to be in the state of their world, and like whether it's PvP or PvE, like you need to affect the world in order to get the most out of it, whether it's housing and stuff like that, which I find really cool. I think a lot of people hate that because they're like, oh, they invested time into it, they built it, and if something happens,
with monsters, you'll be able to place in a lot of areas, so
they lose it. But at the same time, do you help your
build their
node? Do you help your faction? Do you help your allies?
Like obviously,
and why shouldn't you? It's supposed to be a game where
we got the point of interest, but we also
you have to be involved. It's an MMO.
Farming, and so it was kind of a good mix for this freehold.
I never understood that with a lot of the ESO players, and honestly, I think more and more with the newer MMOs, people really want to play solo, and I'm like, I just don't see the appeal in that, where you're just in your own little bubble, all the time.
I think I'm getting a little bit tired.
I think there are definitely instances where you should be or can be in your own little bubble in the MMO, but like not all the time.
You'll get some rested experience. It'll be perfect.
You should be involved.
I was concerned a little bit with.
You should have this power fantasy
nearby enemy populations, perhaps. Maybe you guys can keep
doing something you can't in real life.
Oh yeah, for sure. Don't worry.
I feel like a lot of games have missed that,
and
that's one of the reasons why this game is exciting.
Well,
it's so exciting to so many people.
I hope you guys enjoyed this brief look at.
I hope they have proxy chat. Me too.
A little bit about the processing for livestock as well as crops, and take a look at the new mount, some of the resources that are placed around the Riverlands area, and also a little look at the housing system with some of the furniture that you have access to kind of use. and provide a little bit of benefit that you have access to for your gameplay.
You only care about the bunnies right now?
I think
introvert IRA, introvert game makes no sense. Well, that's what I mean. I was talking about this with Becca the other day. Like, why not be something in game you're not in life? You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole point of the game. Or at least an immersive game where, you know, you might be a really shy person in real life, but you might be a piece of shit trading conglomerate master, guild master that does hostile corporate takeovers in game. You know, have fun with it. As long as you're not harming people, you know, like, or endangering others. I only care about the bunnies right now and maybe the chickens. It's not that I want to play solo, I just have no friends anymore. They all quit for League of Legends. Well, maybe they'll come back for Ashes Creation, Copium. And yes, the bunnies.
Participate in the farming. Talk to me a little bit.
I'm so excited that you can have a farm and you can, like, process and slaughter animals.
This one? Was this Jinsey?
That's a big rabbit. Big ears.
I believe it was a Jinsey, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
People seem to think what the MM stands for in MMO. Yeah, I 100% agree. I feel like if people want to play alone or do solo play, yes, there should be room in the game for that. But the game shouldn't be focused on that experience. Like, you should have the option to do it, but the game shouldn't give you everything for it. And I feel like that's a big part of the issue why I don't like ESO at times. Or a couple of the other MMOs I've played in the past, where it's like, well, you're just completely isolated. And I'm really looking forward to this game. This looks really great. I love that they showed the Freehold update. I really hope they give us a date soon for Alpha 2 testing, because a lot of us has bought into it. The baby pigs are cute, yes.